Hi everybody, it's Sarah Cray with Let's Make Art, and we are doing a journal flip through. So every single morning I come into the studio and I do a free paint session before I start my day. It's how I keep my creativity up, and it's one of my favorite things that I do just for me. Inside my sketchbooks, I give myself full creative freedom. That means I use any reference photo, I use whatever tools, styles, anything I want, okay?
Okay.
So I've done one of these before, but in case you missed it, I get my journals from Bella Classica Journals. Will include their link in the description. Basically, they take gorgeous books and then rebind them with Arch's watercolor paper. So I know that the watercolor paper is fantastic and can hold really well. I paint on both sides, front and back, because you can do that with high quality watercolor paper. And it's just truly a joy to paint inside of them. And so I'm excited to go through this with you.
Let's do it.
All right. So page number 1.
Ooh.
Now, I will say that actually this page is the one I actually paint last because I always skip this first page when I do a journal. And then when I'm done with the journal, I come back and I paint the first page because painting the first page in a sketchbook is very scary. And so this way you kind of just like eliminate that. You can also just jump around in your sketchbook, and then that way there's no pressure. It's not like you have to keep this beautiful theme going. You can just jump around. Okay?
I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You might recognize some projects from here. This is where I play with different ideas and processes to see. And honestly, I'll turn some of these into projects because I'll get like a million DMs because I post these on my Instagram every morning. And people are like, oh my gosh, teach me how to paint that. And I'm like, noted. That will be in next month's projects.
Monthly project. Ooh, figs.
So usually I like to paint seasonally. So we were in spring when I started this. So you can tell that I'm now doing kind of more green, brighter colors, all of that kind of stuff. My last journal, I started it during fall and it went into winter. So I have a lot of fall and winter themed paintings in there. This is my first experience with the Petals brush, which is a brush we just introduced for our Expressive Florals course. Super fun. I love this spread.
That bird is so cute.
Isn't that so cute?
Yes.
I love painting birds.
Also, that pink in those flowers is what I'm into right now. That's opera pink.
It is opera pink.
I'm all about opera pink right now.
Michael, we're painting our house right now, like different rooms in our house. And I'm like, what color should we do the laundry room? He's like, opera pink.
You can never be sad in that room.
That's true. Lemons. You guys loved the lemons, so we did lemons in the May projects. This was a previous project as well, the loose daffodils. I'm practicing skies a lot in this journal, clouds and skies. So you can see I have a lot of different styles here. Again, this sketchbook is a place for me to explore ideas, techniques, things that I just want to paint. It has no bearing on my work. Some of these I do turn into projects, and sometimes I practice projects in here. However, that's not the expectation with this, because anytime I turn this into work, it's no longer fun. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. It's fun, but then it doesn't feel as free. And in order for me to keep my creativity up, I need to have a way to be completely free outside of work. This is the first time I did these Orlea lace projects or flowers, which eventually turned into a project for the Expressive Florals course.
Which people love.
Yeah, people are loving it. And that makes me just so happy. This was also me practicing some flowers for the Expressive Florals course. And look, I just love that reflection in that little river.
Yeah, dang, that's good.
These were the projects we painted together during the watercolor workshop. We hosted a weekend watercolor workshop for Let's Make Art. And so every morning we started with a good morning journal painting. So this one we did blind contour drawing, which is a fantastic practice. And this one we just did a landscape.
Ooh.
Did some fireflies here. And I love the foggy feel of this one. And again, practicing those brush strokes for florals. If you want to learn how to paint this, this is going to be covered in the Expressive Florals course. So is this one.
Dahlias.
Dahlias. And this was, I was celebrating, Michael and I bought Let's Make Art almost exactly a year ago. And I was looking back at my photos from when we bought it. And this is what the sky looked like the night before we announced that we bought it. So I have video and pictures of the sky. So for the 1 year kind of celebration for myself, I repainted that scene. And more fireflies. And this was actually the first fireflies I saw for the spring season. I saw them last week. And so as soon as I saw them that night, I got so excited and I thought, I know exactly what I'm going to paint tomorrow morning when I come into my to my studio. And so that's kind of all how it goes in terms of what I like to paint. Is sometimes I'll have an idea the day before where I'll see something and I'll be like, oh, I really want to remember this. And so I'm going to paint that in my journal, or an idea will spark that I'll want to paint in my journal. The other thing that I do is I actually keep reference photos either on my cell phone or on Pinterest boards. And it's one of those things where while I'm looking through reference images, as soon as I see one that sparks excitement in me to paint, that's the one I paint and I never question it. And let me tell you why. Because we spend so much time looking and consuming content, it's really difficult for us to then move on to the page. And so once you have that feeling of excitement, like, ooh, what if I paint that? Ignore everything else and paint that immediately. But what we tend to do is we're afraid that we'll, like, especially if we're limited on time, we'll say, but I only have an hour, so I want to make sure I want to paint something really, really special. So you're like, oh, that reference photo is pretty, but what if I find another one that's better? And if I find another one that's better, then my painting will be better. And if my painting is better, then it validates the time I spent painting. This is our thought process. And so we need to eliminate that immediately, because if that is our thought process, we will never actually get to painting. And so that's why when you're looking at something, literally, as soon as you get that excitement feeling, like, ooh, paint it. Stop looking, paint that right away. And if it doesn't turn out whatever, you're going to paint again the next time. But that is going to get you in the practice of actually putting paint to paper instead of just looking at really pretty images for an hour and then your time is up and then you got to go about your day. Okay.
Okay.
And so I hope this was helpful for you guys to hear my process a little bit. And maybe you guys got some good ideas, and please feel free. You're welcome to utilize this. A lot of these images I have found, or I've just collected, all of that kind of stuff. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this, and I can't wait to start a new Bella Classica journal. I literally have 6 more in my studio ready to go to be painted in. So I'll start that one, and when that's done, I'll do another flip through. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.